Hey guys, today we have Riley, who's a 2 times semi-finals CrossFit athlete who's also been suffering with chronic low back pain following an old disc injury he had about a year and a half ago. So Riley's gone through all the rehab process. He's worked on his core, he's worked on his hip stability, and he's just kind of doing the right thing now to make sure his back stays healthy by sort of working into all those muscles and keeping mobile. So we've just done a bit of an assessment on Riley, and we found that his right hip flexor has been really tight and he's been feeling it sort of, in a lunge position. But then his left QL and glute has been really tight as well, sort of limiting some of that mobility. And, I would imagine with the combination of those two, rotating him a little bit in the bottom of a squat or when he gets really heavy on a deadlift. So it's sort of putting him at risk to injury again. So today, what we're going to do is work on all those muscles, make sure his mobility is up to scratch and sort of prevent him from getting any injuries down the line. All right, so Riley, let's get you laying on your side, facing that way to start with, and we're going to get into this hip flexor to begin with. All right, so it's been a little while since we've ripped into this. Riley, what you're going to do, you're going to leave that hand for me there. This leg, you're going to go straight and then take that straight leg backwards as we release that muscle there, okay? All right. Oh, okay, go for it. Straight leg and backwards. Good. Yep. Let's go. How's that feeling in there? Yeah. Good. Yep. So what I'll often see, with issues like this, where you see a bit of a rotation through the pelvis, the front here getting jacked up, and then the opposite side sort of tightening up through the glutes and the QL, is some sort of deficit in rotational core stability. The transverse abdominis, which really disengages, let's go again, disengages when you have a disc injury, as well as the obliques. So I think that's something down the line that we need to look at for Riley and make sure that it is 100% working well. Let's go one more there. Nice. I can already feel that's getting a lot more range through it. Next muscle that's really closely related to the hip flexor there is the TFL, just off to the side here, and we're going to work on that next. So similar movement, Riley. What we're going to do, we're going to start you there. You're going to go straight, sort of lowering that down to get some stretch through that muscle. Hold there, and let's go. Good. Yeah. Good. One more. Yep. So a big factor whenever someone's got low back pain, hip instability, some issue with their core, one of the main muscles that will light up is the QL, which sort of runs from the lower ribs and comes down and attaches into the pelvis. And a lot of people will get knots all through that, which will cause like a deep, dull ache in the back and sort of can limit their sort of side bending is the big one. So next we're going to rip into that. So Riley, for this leg, sweeping down in front, that arm coming from here and reaching up over the top, okay? Let's do it. Good. Yep. Good. Yep. Good. Go one more there. Great. Okay, Riley, lay on your back now. So we know that the glute on the other side was really jacked up. And one of the things that will happen is when that's not working properly, adductor magnus will help compensate. So we're going to work through this one for him next. Now, his isn't too bad, but if that happens for a while, what happens is your hip flexion mobility, sort of this range through here, gets restricted. And that's going to affect your bottom position in a squat. And again, put a lot of pressure on your low back because you'll get that butt wink position. There's definitely some junk through that muscle. You can almost feel this muscle. It's kind of right next to where the hamstrings start as well. They're almost adhered to each other a little bit. So they're just really, really tight through all that fascia there. One more pass. Good. Other side. Next muscle we 100% need to work on, glute medius. So for this one, what we do to take it through its range of motion, we're going to start in this position. We're going to bring that knee up towards your chest, and you're going to grab it and sort of tuck it in as I work into that, okay? Let's do it. Good. Yep. Good. Yep. Great. Yep. Yep. All right, let's go one more there. Cool. So once the glute medius gets affected, it's almost always an issue that you'll see through piriformis as well. That'll just be a flow-on effect from sort of all the tightness through there. Good. How's training going anyway?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good?
Good, yeah. Been doing it down on the qualifiers this week.
Oh yeah, how'd you go?
Yeah, they're good.
Are the results out?
Nah, not yet.
Not
I
yet.
think they all come out when the whole week's done.
So how many days has it been for it so far?
So it started on Monday and finished on Friday.
All right.
So day 3.
Yeah, all right. Workout's been okay so far?
Yeah, they're good. They're just nice and simple ones.
Yeah, sweet.
Not like nothing crazy.
We're going to hit QL again because I think that's important that we hit it on both sides.
Yep.
Leg coming down, arm reaching up over the top of the head again. Let's do it. Good. Coming back. Yep. Good. Yep. Good. Are they coming out day to day, or do you know what they are in advance?
No, so we know all of them. They all came out on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to do them as many times as you want. You just have to submit them all up front.
Yeah, sweet.
There's only 4 of them.
Easy. All right, so next muscle I want to hit is the lumbar erectors, which sort of run up either side of the spine. To do this, Riley, we're going to get close and personal. You're going to sit up, and I'll get you to give yourself a big hug for this one. Sitting up straight to start with, and then I'm going to hold onto that muscle, and you're just going to sort of slump forward and round through the low back for me. Good. Do that a few times. Yep. How's that feeling through that? I really feel it right there. Good. One more. awesome. Okay, let's hit the other side as well, I think. Just slumping forward. Good. So next step, I really want to get a little bit deeper into these back muscles and glutes. We're going to do a little bit of dry needling. So Riley, let's go face down. Okay. All right. When was the last time you got dry needled?
Long time.
Yeah, right. In for a treat. So that's 3 up the lumbar erectors there. The next one, we're going to go right into that QL, which is a big trouble spot for Riley. A little twitch, there it goes. That's exactly what we wanted. Now we'll hit the glutes as well. There it goes, that's going off. It's perfect. Let's get another one in that glute because that was the trouble side. Little twitch. We'll get the other side now too. Next one, QL. That was huge. How'd that feel?
Yeah.
There was a lot going on with that one. I just got one more coming for the glute. Oh, mate, you needed this. Been about 5 minutes. We're going to get those needles out for Riley here. The next step is we want to mobilize some of those lumbar vertebrae a little bit, get some motion in that spine. And so we're going to do that with some chiropractic manipulation. So Riley, they are all out. Next step, I'm going to get you to lay on your side facing this direction, okay? Yep. Okay. Have I cracked your back before? Yeah, cool. All right. Let's bring that knee up, on straight. Bring you a little bit closer to me. Bring that down a touch there. Cool. Come a little bit closer. Sorry, man. Big breath in and out. Nice. That was good. Let's do the other side as well. Okay. That needed that. Okay. Big breath in and out. Let the hip fall. Good. Perfect. All right, Riley, that should do it. It'll take a lot of pressure off your low back. I think you want to make some of those movements that you were saying were sort of not feeling right in CrossFit sort of be a bit easier. The next step for you, though, will be to look at how that core is functioning, how that hip stability is. What we'll do is we'll get you in next time and do a functional assessment to look at all that and make sure this doesn't tighten up again. Okay? Cool. Thanks, guys. So if you enjoyed that treatment today, or you want to see his next sort of functional screen to see where that sort of goes and what a pro CrossFitter looks like for movement sort of analysis, feel free to subscribe and then you can keep up to date with where we're at next for that. See you guys.